Well, good morning. This is Senator Karla May coming to you again. One more week. Well, we've had a very exciting week in the Senate. I'm here to discuss a couple of bills with you and a couple of things that has transpired. We did discuss Senate Bill 16. Now, this bill creates the Fast Track Workforce Incentive Grant. This was one of the governor's main workforce development initiatives. This legislation is about equipping individuals with skills they need to succeed in high-demand jobs. It will allow eligible individuals to apply for a grant to help pay for advanced training at one of our state's public colleges and universities. I believe this bill has the ability to empower Missourians and get us together in areas where employees are critically needed. This piece of legislation is going to create opportunities for people who are just not simply interested in four-year degrees. It's going to be a specific skill set. So I'm excited about that legislation. So we want to keep an eye on Senate Bill 16. Now, there was also Senate Concurrent Resolution 1, and that states that the Missouri General Assembly opposes any statewide vote or legislative mandate regarding the potential merger between St. Louis City and St. Louis County. Now, this proposal does not specifically take a stance on Better Together proposal itself, but it supports local control in determining the future of the St. Louis area without input from the state as a whole. So there was over a dozen witnesses that spoke in favor of Resolution 1 and its support on local control. So we got to watch this because, in the legislature, they talk a lot about local control and giving the localities control. This is essential. I believe that St. Louis City and St. Louis County need to be the ones to make this decision. So lastly, we talked about a bill in the Senate Senior Families and Children Committee. We approved Senate Bill 76, which places work and community engagement requirements on individuals ages 19 to 64 in order for them to remain a part of the Missouri Health Net or our state's Medicaid program. I voted against this legislation, believing it has the potential to harm Missourians. So if you're already working and you're already working 80 hours and you're receiving Medicaid because you cannot afford health care insurance, now we're making a requirement of you to do this reporting. And it puts an unfunded mandate on the department because they're not even completely transferred over to the new system. And when they did implement this new system a couple of years ago, they dropped approximately 300 employees. So that left a devastating impact on the community and the people that have to access the social services office via phone or in person. It's an overload. Therefore, now we're creating another mandate, another reporting mandate that's going to create another strain on the department trying to help people do this reporting. So this was a bad bill. We need to watch for it. It's Senate Bill 76. Hey, but on the lighter note, I have to tell you, we had a school, New City School, to come up. Some fourth grade students about 2 years ago when I was in the House worked on a piece of legislation that they wanted to see pass through the government. It's a part of their civic progress learning. I want every school to go about doing something like this. They want the pawpaw tree, the state fruit tree. So we had the opportunity to hear that legislation in the Senate. We had about 14 children to testify about their research and in favor of the pawpaw tree. We did a press release, so look out for that. It was interesting. The reason it's so significant because it was an educational opportunity for students. And 2 years ago, they began it in fourth grade, and they're still at it in sixth grade trying to get this bill passed. So right now, I'll sign off. Talk to you soon.